Welcome to another deep dive into leadership. And today we're joined by Megan Palmer Rivera, who is CEO of Palmer's Market and Catering. Megan, in a couple sentences, tell us what you do.
So I am the CEO of our company. We are a gourmet family-owned supermarket that has been in business for 103 years.
Wow,
And I am part of the fifth generation of family to own and operate the store, which is really awesome. And we have a retail location in Darien, Connecticut, and then we also have a full-service off-premise catering company.
wow. 5 generations. Not many businesses get to that point. Congratulations.
Thank you.
That has to speak to your why. What is your why for doing what you do?
We are trying to bring more joy and happiness into the world through our food and hospitality. So just providing our customers with incredible experiences, delicious food and also just amazing hospitality. I feel like our supermarket, it's really a community. Our customers come many times a week and they get to know our team, and we're there for those amazing moments, the weddings, the showers, but we're also there for like the everyday. And then sometimes the sad moments of, the memorial. So I feel like we've had customers who've been with us shopping for us for 3 generations of their family, which is so cool. My great grandparents used to shop at your store. So we're really a part of people's important moments. And we take that really seriously. It means a lot to us.
That's very cool. And I love the way you position that and phrase that. And I've been to your store and it is a fun experience. So thank you for how you execute that and how you make your customers feel. Um, what are your goals as a leader?
So it's funny because my goals have really changed over time. I am a chef by background, and my main goal was to make our customers happy, to make that beautiful dinner or that beautiful dessert, and to be able to see the smile on their faces when they ate it or saw this beautiful thing I'd created. And now, it was love our customers was the way my main goal. And now it's love our team. Now in the role of CEO, that's my entire outlook has shifted, and it's love our team. That is my main goal. My job is to provide them with opportunities, to provide them with a place to work that's, makes them feel safe and included and welcome, to feel like they can use their talents to help them thrive. Because when I do this, they turn around and give that love back tenfold to our customers. And now I get to live through them when they're creating these amazing
Yep.
experiences for our team. So it's different, and it's really incredibly rewarding.
Wow. I love the way you phrase that. I would suggest to you that all you've done is change the focus. As CEO, your customers are the employees,
Yeah.
and
But
the employees then take care of your customers. That is such a powerful message in terms of how you put that together.
yeah, I will say that didn't strike me until COVID. When COVID hit and we were down 16 team members, we thought we were going to have to close a couple days a week. Our team
Wow.
was working so hard. We overnight created this grocery delivery program. We had the fire department and the police here helping us, and the team just came together. And I realized, like, we're not in the food business, we're in the people business. We cannot do this without our team. Um, and it just really shifted my entire mentality. We that's when we like deep dived into overhauling our culture, and I really made a mental shift from customer focused to team focused.
Very cool. That's another powerful message on adapting to external events like COVID, to modify your business and keep things going to serve your community. And in this case, realizing that it's really serving your team as well.
Yeah.
What would you call uh, or say are the characteristics of a good leader from your experience?
I think passion is really important. I think that you want to work for a leader who loves what they do, who cares about the work that they were doing. I think we all want to feel connected to our work. And if the person who's at the top doesn't care or doesn't think it's important, why would the team members? So I think that's really important, is having like passion and also just like that hope and positivity, coming to work and inspiring those people who work underneath you. I think that's really important. Um, Clarity, I think, is also just a really important skill set.
Mhm.
I'm a huge Brene Brown fan, and she always says, like, clear is kind, right? And I think that that's so true. We all want to know where we stand. We want to know what's our job, what's expected of us, you know, what do I have the autonomy to do? Where are my guidelines and where can I operate, without having to ask for permission? And I think that that's the kind of the next step. So passion, clarity, and then I think trust, right? We want to hire great people. We want to tell them what the expectations are, and then we want to trust them and let them do their jobs and get out of their way. I used to be more of a micromanager, and I realized I'm holding my team back when I'm micromanaging them, right?
Mhm.
Allowing them the freedom, first the clarity, and then the freedom, and they're able to really like live fully into their own skill set. Um, so I think those are three things I think are really important.
Very cool. Now, your passion is obvious, and that's why it's such fun talking to you. And we hear a lot about trust, but I loved your emphasis on clarity. I think that too often our communication gets lost, especially in a hybrid world. Our
Mhm.
message, our messages are not always delivered to our employees or to our customers as clearly as we think they are. So thank you for bringing that one home.
Well, I also think you can't, how do you have the trust without the clarity? Like I feel like employees also don't, I feel like don't sometimes don't trust themselves unless they have the clarity, right? They don't want to make a mistake and get yelled at. So unless you tell them, hey, you're allowed to make buying decisions up to $1,000, or whatever you're comfortable with them operating autonomously, I think being clear about that really gives them that kind of safety, comfort, to be able to be trusted, to be able to work more autonomously. So I think that the two kind of go hand in hand.
No question. And hearing a recent speaker talk about the customer experience.
Mm.
And one of the key components of that is making sure that each employee is trained, but also understands their authority, both what they're allowed to do, but what they're expected to do within that. And the centerpiece of that is the clarity that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Very cool. Now, you and I have gotten to know each other through Vistage. So I'd be interested in what your thoughts are. Why did you join Vistage? And what have the benefits that you've experienced been?
So I joined because I felt so alone. I think that being the CEO of a company, you have 250 employees, but there's only one of you. And there's oftentimes that you're dealing with issues that there's nobody else you can talk to. And that was what really prompted me. I'd spoken to someone who was a former Vistage member. I told him how lonely I was feeling. He's like, you need to join Vistage. And it was instantaneously just a huge relief, being able to, there's obviously the online community, but really the in-person meetings, having a group of other CEOs who are going through the same thing, who've been through the same thing, or can just give you advice it's amazing to have that support network. It's really awesome. And, you know, it, they feel like friends, it's confidential, it's comfortable. I was worried that I would feel, I don't know, I guess I'm a younger woman. There's not a lot of female CEOs. I wasn't sure how, I don't know, I was nervous about joining the group. I really was. I felt really self-conscious, but you've made me feel so welcomed. And, if I have a problem, I know I can bring it to the table. And the format that we discuss it in it's really not very confrontational. It really just feels like a discussion amongst friends, and they really just want the best for you, which is a really cool experience. I'm so glad to be a part of it.
Oh, wow. Well, Megan, thank you. And for sure, your passion comes through in all of that. I think everybody's got great respect for that. But I think you've also shown everybody how you care about your employees. And you've really defined that value set for all the members of the group. And I think everybody's learned from you in that regard.
Oh, thank you.
Let's move on. As you look at, I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this exactly, but let's start with just simply, when all said and done, what do you want to be remembered for? What do you want your legacy to be?
So when you are a part of a company that's been in business for 103 years and fifth generation, I think legacy is something I think about a lot. Um, I don't want to be the last generation, right? I'm thinking, how do we preserve this for another 100 years? And I think that, first generation, second generation, even third generation, I'm not sure that they're really thinking in most companies. I don't think they're thinking, how are we going to get to 200 years, right? It's just their business.
Mhm.
But inheriting something that four previous generations have poured their souls into, and not just four generations of family members, but four generations of customers, four generations of employees have put, their blood, sweat, and tears into making this business thrive. I want to make sure I care for it. I really feel like I'll never be an owner. I'm a caretaker of our business. And I think that something that we don't have figured out now, but I would like to have figured out before my time is up, is really legacy planning. And having clear guidelines about how we welcome new family members into the business, and then how do we take them out of the business when it's their time to do that. And it's not something that we really have dealt with. We've had to deal with it before, but there's not a formal plan for that. So that's something I feel like I would really like to have sorted, because Gen 2 was Gen 3 was three brothers. Gen 4 is two cousins, but my generation, I'm working with my brother and my second cousins. Our children, if they choose to take over, the family ties start getting diluted, and family businesses, it's easy for there to be conflict, and we don't have any conflict right now, but being able to put some guidelines in terms of, what are our values, what's our why, and then just like some rules, clear as kind. I think that's really what I want to help us be able to perpetuate ourselves to hopefully our 200th anniversary, and pave the path for Gen 6 and beyond.
Wow. What a vision. Too often American business leaders kind of get beat up for being very short-sighted, looking at the next quarter's profits or this year's profits and bonuses. To have a vision for another 100 years is just a phenomenal perspective. I think that's going to give you a very big advantage in the marketplace in seeing how your company grows and thrives over that time period. So thank you for sharing that. And Megan, thank you for joining us. It's been great having you here and hearing your insights on leadership.
It was my pleasure.
All right. And to our viewers, thank you very much for joining us today. My name is Mike Tetreault. I'm an executive coach, and I lead a Vistage peer advisory group for high-performing CEOs. If you'd like to learn more about Megan and Palmer's Market and Catering, or would like to learn more about Vistage, please reach out. In the meantime, I look forward to seeing you on our next deep dive. Bye for now.